So what you have up here are the three heads of Fintech for our plug-and-play program for the first time in the same building for almost 2 years. So to the right of me, you have Omid Mehranfar, leads our activities in all Middle East and Europe, and RJ Carver, who directs our Fintech program out in New York. Very happy to be here today. Special thank you to all the new partners that are joining us. Just wanted to quickly highlight, as a partner of Plug and Play, you're a global partner, so you get access to everything that we're doing. If you have any questions regarding, say, our Middle East or European operations or what we're doing on the East Coast, feel free to flag any of us down. We can provide you with a nice update. Special shout out to Bubian Bank, Elo Card, First Abu Dhabi Bank, Oryx, and Voya Financial for joining us for the next class. We are now up to 44 partners in total in our financial technology program here. I'll back up here so you guys can see the screen. Very impressive what we've built these 4 years. This is now batch 8, so accumulation of the total time of us launching. We have launched 8 locations to date. Everything pretty much ties back to what we're doing here in Silicon Valley. Apart from that, some upcoming key events. This is our expo. So this is pretty much the last major fintech event we have here in Silicon Valley. However, if you want to go visit us in, say, Abu Dhabi, Frankfurt, Shanghai, or Singapore, we have expos and programs that are ending at a later time this year. As well as for next year, we're making a big push in the asset, wealth, and investment management space. Big partnership with Morningstar, and we'll be co-hosting an event together in January. And then for key dates, for all the partners, potential partners here in the audience, we'll be launching our next batch at the end of February with our selection day. I want to quickly give you a snapshot of our portfolio. 63 companies in the portfolio to date. A lot of exciting press over say, Q3. Of the 63 investments, we made 15 of those, of which this year alone. In Q3, we were touted in, say, PitchBooks, as well as Crunchbase, as the most active seed stage investor in Q3. We were the 4th most active early stage investor. So, like you said, we did about 262 deals last year. I wouldn't be surprised if we topped that in 2018. We hit a record with regards to deal flows. We had 76 deal flows in batch 8. What that means is averaging over 1 per workday over these past 12 weeks. And we've seen 18 of our companies secure another round of funding, whether that's raise an additional seed, close out a Series A, or even B or C in some cases. I want to now pass over the mic to my colleague Omid, who can share some of our updates, exciting news, and what we're doing in Paris, what we're doing in Frankfurt, as well as Abu Dhabi. Please give a round of applause for Omid.
Thank you, Max. Before I begin, I wanted to really extend a thank you to the corporate partners for your continuous trust and support for empowering and enabling us to grow into what we've become today. A fintech platform not just supporting and servicing corporations here in the US, but now abroad across the 11 different offices internationally. So with that, thank you, and a round of applause for yourselves and the audience. So Plug and Play Fintech, it's been one hell of a narrative. RJ, Max, and myself, along with one of our colleagues, Scott Robinson, founded this. And we were servicing financial institutions from around the world, supporting them with their specific business line needs, to even various other ad hoc value-add services tailored towards supporting them achieve their KPIs. Around 2016, a few of our really key clients in the financial services sector started approaching us saying, guys, what you're doing in the Silicon Valley to support us is fantastic. However, us being, in some cases, a French bank, to really augment the partnership and further enhance our service and basically the value we can receive out of Plug and Play, we would love to do something in closer proximity to our leadership. So with that being said, BNP Paribas was one of our first major key clients to expand our first international fintech operation to over in Paris. It's been one hell of a program, one hell of a ride, where we staffed a team and co-launched and co-managed an innovation lab with BNP Paribas' strategy team, whereby we were working with each individual business unit, not just in the French zone, but across their different EU operations. Within a year and a half, that program has led to over 25 pilots, of which there have been 10 commercial agreements, and basically tangible ROI has already been seen with these engagements with startups. So we saw that bringing some of our engagements in closer proximity to our partners is of huge value to really leverage Plug and Play's international sphere of influence. Right after BNP, we were fortunate enough even to expand our operations into Frankfurt to work with the likes of Deutsche Bank, DZ Bank, Ariel Bank, Nets Group, to name a few. And we're very proud for the first time to have entered the Middle East market with a fintech focus to begin with, in partnership with the Abu Dhabi government to further support and service the financial services sector, while also being able to empower local and international entrepreneurs to scale their businesses while bringing value to FIs. Our expansion, I'd have to say we probably have a couple of other offices coming up very soon that you should all be aware about. But one key piece of advice to all our partners that have been continuously working with us is utilize us. Leverage the fact that we have a presence internationally to optimize your own and leverage us as a resource to expand on your own innovation initiatives. We have a few key clients who really juice and milk that, and they've seen the results. The numbers are there. That's as high level as I can go to proprietary reasons. But with that being said, I'd love to hand it off to my colleague and counterpart, RJ Carver.
Absolutely. So that was pretty perfectly stated. So I just have to echo the thanks to all of our new partners, and very pleased to host Voya Financial, who is our first partner out of New York right here. But yeah, so I'm currently our boots on the ground on the East Coast. Our New York office has very much been an extension of what we're doing over here. So I encourage all of you, as you're getting a little bit farther along with these startups, as they're getting closer to implementation, closer to business unit leaders, come visit us in New York. We've got a great host of companies out there, and we've already got one partner. We're looking to build out the network with 5 founding partners, and at this point, we're looking to get a critical mass of activity. So, if you're passing through, if you're coming from Europe, anything otherwise, please join us for a session. We'd love to host you. We're located at 31 in Madison and Flatiron, so pretty prime location. And yeah, so anyone who'd like to come through, please let me know. But before I take up any more of your time, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker. Carol Grunberg has worked extensively across technology and payments, both in startups and large organizations in the US, India, and China. She currently serves as the head of global key accounts for Ant Financial, where she oversees business development and operations for the global partners of Ant Financial mobile wallets across Asia. Prior to Ant Financial, Carol was with Google, with which she joined in 2011, rising to head of business development, and was integral to the launch of Google Hands-Free, Android Pay, Google Wallet, among other Google Commerce and payments initiatives. So with that said, we're very excited to host Carol. Please give me a big, warm round of applause for our keynote speaker. Thank you.